everyone, my name is Eric Hopkins, aka JEL. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So Disney has been doing a lot of retooling and restructuring a little bit here. Obviously, they've not been making some very good movies lately, and CEO Bob Iger has recently come out and discussed about some of their strategy moving forward. And he's talked about how they have been quietly canceling some movies. Um, and of course, I mean that hopefully will mean bigger success for the company and Marvel in particular. Obviously, Marvel has dropped a lot of movies that have not done real well as of late. Ant-Man, the Wasp, Quantum Mania. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 did pretty well, but the Marvels, on the other hand, kind of became a box office failure for the most part. And this article goes on to talk about how Disney is, especially when it comes to the Marvel brand, is retooling things and making things hopefully better for the future. I just thought this article was really interesting because Bob Iger talks about how he doesn't believe there's Marvel fatigue or audience fatigue. It's that it's about bad movies, which is what I've been saying for quite a while here, and a lot of people have been trying to scream at Disney because they've been talking like for a long time, like, oh no, it's just it's the audience, they just don't understand, they don't that they're not supporting movies for this, that, or whatever reason. But it's nice to finally see, looks like Disney might have gotten it right for change, and maybe it feels like there's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel with Bob Iger finally admitting the truth here. He says, quote, a lot of people think it's audience fatigue. It's not audience fatigue. They want great films, and if you build it great, they will come. And there are countless examples of that. Some are ours and some are others. Oppenheimer is a perfect example of that. Just a fantastic film. Focus is really important. We reduce the output of Marvel, both number of films they make and the number of TV shows, and that really becomes critical. But I feel good about the team. I feel good about the IP we're making and all this and that. So, yeah, I mean, did he just kind of pull a, Field of Dreams moment here a little bit? Talking about if you build it great, they will come. So, I mean, I thought that was kind of funny. But at the same time, he's not wrong. He's absolutely correct. You build and make great movies, make a great film, people will go see it. It's not that people are getting, exhausted and tired of superhero movies. It's we're getting tired of bad superhero movies. We got Morbius, we got Madam Web, we got a lot of the stuff from the DCEU, Birds of Prey, things like that. It's like, come on, if we get more Avengers Endgame, we get more Captain America Winter Soldier, Civil War, you get those type of good comic book movies that have great storytelling and great character development. That's what fans want to see, and they will continue to see that for as long as you give it to them. So it's just nice and refreshing to hear that hopefully Disney has got their act together. Now, can they make great films? Time will tell on that, because Disney especially has been one of those companies who loves to push certain narratives and agendas in their movies, and if as long as they continue to do that, you're going to have pushback from the audience who don't want to have anything to do with it. Make movies like Top Gun Maverick, where there is no political agenda in it, none of that stuff, where it's just good old fashioned fun. Dune Part 2 was another one that just recently came out that was very good in that regard. That didn't really have any, agendas in it, and it's become a success. People just want to have an escape from the real world when they go see their movies. And as long as you give them intriguing storylines, interesting characters, and start there and leave everything else to the side, people will go and watch your movies. That's the bottom line. That's it. That's period. That's just the way it is for every movie company out there. That's the best advice I can give. And audiences, that's what they care about. Just give them an escape from the real world and the real world dramas. And we'll go pay money at the theater. We'll go see them multiple times. We'll buy the popcorn. We'll do the whole thing. So I'm glad to hear that Disney is finally admitting this. Hopefully, Bob Iger will be able to, start making some of those movies. And like I said, it sounds like they've canceled some of their movies, and that's probably a good thing. If it doesn't need to exist, there's no need to make it. But movies like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, he went on to talk about the Inside Out and Moana sequels, and of course Deadpool and Wolverine. He said, "quote will be one of the more successful Marvel movies we've had in a long time. A lot is riding on Deadpool and Wolverine, and hopefully it'll set up the future of the MCU, and it'll knock it out of the park, and we'll get back to the winning ways at Marvel and Disney and the movie industry as a whole." But what do you guys think? Is he right about this, as I think he is, or is he just kind of blowing smoke to the investors or whoever he's talking to here to kind of and that may be the case. Maybe he's just, saying these things to kind of get people, to support and things like that. And if that's the case, that's going to be bad, bad, bad. But at the same time, I'm optimistic. We'll see where it goes. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And until my next video, guys, take care and God bless.